Before I begin, this is a re-upload of a re-upload because copyright sucks. No more intro, let's just get into it. Things can be blurred, so get prepared. Try it. You might like it. Sam I Am from Green Eggs and Dr. Seuss. This movie needs no introduction. It's taken the internet and the world by storm. I've heard mixed things about the film. Most have said it was good, others said that it was bad, and some said it was just alright. Naturally curious, I decided to watch it myself. This video will contain spoilers for the film, by the way. With that being said, what did I think of the film? Well, I really didn't mind it. Sure, I have my issues with the film, but for the most part, I enjoyed many aspects, including the music, which I was surprised by. Songs being sung by the characters in-universe is a compelling way to progress the story. I liked The Other Side from The Greatest Showman because it helped form the relationship between Efron and Jackman's characters. I liked the song Biggering, which was cut from the lyrics as it was deemed too dark, but it serves as a perfect villain song for a version of the Onceler who knows damn well what he's doing but does not care in the slightest. I liked Stay Gone because it introduced the rivalry between Vox and Alistair, which is going to be expanded upon in the upcoming second season.
And here's the sugar on the cream. He asked me to steal your meme.
I like the different renditions of various songs in the show Lucifer because, while not progressing the story like a typical musical, it still used the songs to build on Lucifer's thoughts and emotions. What doesn't work for me is when the songs are basically just all pop and doesn't progress the story in the slightest. Wish failed in the music department, among many other things, for me because of the songs, like This Is the Thanks I Get, which needs no introduction. The lyrics sounded so AI generated, and it's not threatening for a villain song.
And Me No Likey!
So, did I enjoy the music in K-pop Demon Hunters? Surprisingly, yes. My favorite is How It's Done, which was at the start. Even the weakest song in my opinion, Soda Pop, does a good job at its in-universe objective. It creates a fanbase for the Saja Boys to rival Huntrix. Speaking of the Saja Boys and Huntrix, the three main protagonists are Rumi, Zoe, and Mira, who are all demon hunters who use their songs as a way of creating a protective force that ward off demons. A side protagonist is Bobby, the agent and manager of Huntrix, who is completely inaccurate to real-life K-pop managers. The main overarching antagonist is this fire guy named Guima, who is the king of the demons, sort of like Lucifer or Satan. He's a bit like Palpatine, and I'll explain why when I discuss the story. Fun fact, his voice actor, Lee Byung-hun, I completely butchered that, I'm so sorry, also reprised his role in the Korean dub of the film. The main antagonist group is the Saja Boys, led by Jinu. Why is it autocorrect to Joni? Anyway, Genie was a demon who proposes an idea to Guima to send him and the Saja Boys to basically become the opposite of Huntrix and make songs to weaken the Hon Moon, which will allow demons to enter the world. Speaking of the Hon Moon, I should probably talk about the story. There's been enough waffling already.
Long before time had a name.
Demons preyed on human souls and fed their souls to Guima. Three women became demon hunters and used their singing to forge a magic force field called the Hon Moon. The goal of future generations of hunters is to build the Golden Hon Moon, a permanent seal against the demons. In the present day, the group Huntrix concludes their world tour. The K-pop group consists of Rumi, Zoe, and Mira, all of whom were under the guidance of a previous member of the previous hunter group, Celine, who raised Rumi as a child. After seeing some gold in the Hon Moon, Huntrix released the song Golden. As they prepare for the performance, Rumi starts to lose her voice due to her demon heritage. Zoe and Mira don't know this. This definitely won't come back to bite her in the ass later, will it? Right? Rumi believes that once the Honmun is full of gold, then she will lose her markings, which signifies that she is a demon. In the land down under that isn't Australia, Guima grows both enraged at his minions' constant failures and impatient. A former human turned demon named Genu convinces Guima to weaken the Honmun with his boy band, the Saja Boys, in exchange for Guima erasing Genu's memories. Why does it keep autocorrecting for Joni in the script? Huntrix discovers the boy band when they sing their debut song, Soda Pop. They fight them and some other demons in a bathhouse. Genu learns of Rumi's demon markings and helps her hide them from her friends. The two then meet privately later, where Genu tells her that Guima enslaves demons through their shame. She's told that when he was alive 400 years ago, Genu was given a beautiful voice by Guima, which helped him and his family escape poverty, but condemned him to the demon world after his death, where he now lives with the guilt of his family's downfall. The Idol Awards, which are basically the Grammys with live performances of the songs being featured, is coming up, and Huntrix decides that to take down the Saja Boys, they need a new song, titled Takedown. Real creative there, guys. Where was I in the script? Mira grows suspicion when Rumi suggests the song might be too hateful to demons. Torn between her identities, she proposes an idea to Genu. At the Idol Awards, he sabotages the Saja Boys to secure a win to seal the Honmun for good, thus allowing Genu to freely wander the human plane. She opens up to him that her shame about her demon heritage is what lost her voice, but opening up to him strengthened it. Genu says he no longer hears voices and agrees to sabotage the Saja Boys. Guima is understandably pissed, so he reminds Genu of his deal with and what the memories were. He abandoned his family for a life of wealth and comfort while they suffered in poverty. He threatens to return the voices if he doesn't obey him. Time of the Idol Awards come and the Saja Boys are nowhere to be seen. Huntrix performs Golden, deciding to shelve Takedown due to contention within the group. However, imposter demons trick Zoe and Mira to try and help Bobby, who they thought was being kidnapped. On stage, two more imposter demons trick Rumi into performing Takedown. Oh no. During the performance, they reveal Rumi's demon markings. Oh no! She flees backstage and runs into Zoe and Mira, who feel betrayed, understandably so.
Leave! I can still fix it!
Oh damn! Yo!
Rumi finds Genu and confronts him about lying to her. He admits to her about his past as Guima casts a trance-like state upon the public, Bobby, Zoe, and Mira. Oh, not my goat, Bobby. No! He draws them to a public performance by the Saja Boys, meant to shatter the Honmun for good. Meanwhile, Rumi meets with Celine and begs her to take her life. Damn, this got dark. To Celine's refusal. Rumi lashes out on Celine for never truly loving her before leaving to confront Guima. Valid crash out, in my opinion. All hope seems lost as Guima becomes more powerful and stuff. Luckily for our gang, the girl from Fortnite is here to save the day.
I've come.
She interrupts the Saja Boys' performance of Idol as she sings a new song addressing her shame and guilt. This breaks the trance over Zoe and Mira as well as the public. Reunited after like 10 minutes, Huntrix fights the demons. Guima, going full Palpatine, decides to fight Rumi on his own. Genu sacrifices himself to save Rumi, giving his restored soul and to save and empower her and the rest of Huntrix. So he's basically like Darth Vader. Oh. You thought you were sneaky here, didn't ya? Anyway, they defeat Guima and the demons, and they seal them away in the new Honmun. In the end, Rumi is no longer ashamed of her markings, and the group meet with some fans. I have many positives. First, the characters were really interesting, with Rumi and Genu being standouts. Why does it keep... Stupid autocorrect. Rumi was probably my favorite character out of the entire cast, with the second going to Bobby. Guima was like Palpatine, as stated before, sitting on his ass until the final fight where he does something and is defeated after the heroes have a sacrifice. Gino was just like Darth Vader, being an asshole a bit for the majority of the film and then deciding, actually, you know what, I'll help you guys. I mean, yeah, it was a little more in-depth than that, because it was actually a good film. So, yeah. Where was I? But yeah, in all seriousness, I thought Guima was a pretty good villain. Though he didn't have a song, 8 out of 10. Would have been better if he had a song of his own. I love the animation. It's got the 2D mix with the 3D aesthetic that many films go for these days, and I'm all for it. It looks awesome. Overall, the story is really good and entertaining and just overall interesting. I do have a few negatives though. I thought some of the dialogue was a bit clunky and could have used an extra draft or two. Some scenes I felt were a bit cringy and it ties in a bit with the dialogue being a bit jank. I also felt that the ending was a bit too abrupt. I mean, we would go from the final fight with Guima to the aftermath like a few weeks later and then the film ends. So I would have liked a little more I would have liked a little more time with the characters after the fact, just to like, you know, see how they are faring after before the credits roll. But in the grand scheme of things, these are tiny nitpicks. K-pop Demon Hunters is a good movie. Probably the best I've seen this year, which is really saying something about the movies I watched, because I've seen way too many this year. I mean, probably the only one that comes close would be like Ballerina or something, or Fantastic Four. Like, why did I see Nosferatu? Anyway, I think this film is a tad overrated, but really enjoyable. It has heart, character, and potential for a future. Solid 8.5 out of 10. Would recommend. That reminds me, who made this film? Sony Pictures Animation.
Kids, won't you step outside for a second?